So someone has helped themselves to a Bergman. Hopefully it's one of your guys, Tommy. Or else this is the beginning of GRASSMEN Crime Watch. Whoa, so campers, this is Tommy D.
G'day.
We met him last year back home in Ireland, and he told me about the harsh conditions in Australia, and that they wear all this kit out, and that they were the hardest of the hard on the hardest of the equipment made. And you just listed everything out, soft, soft, soft. And here we are with a broken down Fendt.
Soft.
Here, this tractor is $22,000.
Yeah.
The most hours.
She's at a life.
And she only got a gearbox done at $19,000, which for a Fendt Vario's not bad. And that's her first turbo, $22,000. But just to do a wee demonstration, she does need a turbo, like.
Yeah.
She So what is the problem here?
Getting one in the country is the problem. No one seems to have one.
Now, these old girls are single turbo, but all your new modern ones are twin turbo, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Everything breaks down eventually.
But it's Saturday night, it's 6 o'clock, you're 5.5 hours from home, you're starting in to take a turbo off, you have a life as well.
Yeah. Work is life a little bit. Sam's business is very busy business, and there's always people. You're not the only one that's doing it. So.
Absolutely. Oh, like they're still spreading away at dung here.
Yeah. So.
And they're still foraging away at maize. And I don't know. They're top down in here as well on this farm.
It's busy. It's farming 7 days a week. Coming off a farm and working for agriculture dealerships, like you know, it is 7 days a week. So as a mechanic.
And you're doing big work at home.
Yeah.
So are you just trying to give this WD-40 a bit of time to work here, or are you just sort of contemplating life's choices at the moment?
Yeah, just seeing if we can sweet talk which one's not to break. So.
Yeah, no, you're not doing all of them without one breaking.
No.
especially now that we're here.
That's it.
I'm not a big Fendt fan, but it's no shame on her.
Nah, she's a good tractor.
Retirement
for old Fendts here, it usually seems to get busier for them when they retire, because the older ones seem to go to slurry or dung, and that's 7 days a week and sometimes 24 hours.
Yeah. The slurry's running 24 hours at the minute. What's the fascination with these 79 Land Cruisers? They're called Series 79, yeah. He's 14 of them.
Did he do a count?
Oh no, you did, roughly. 13 or 14 or something.
Or 15.
Or 15.
They're reliable to be
They're
honest.
manual. They're reliable. What age is yours?
17 months.
And have you done a few miles or Ks?
Just ticked over 143,000.
143,000. What?
143,000. Kilometres, that is, not miles.
But still. Right. This is what a Fendt
This
looks
is
like.
Still got paint on the clamps. Oh, we get some spanners.
You know, hey, I'll help you out there. Now while we're getting spanners, let's check out the ute. Cool job. And Sam has 13 or 14 of these. Is he something like 40 work vehicles or support vehicles or something like that?
They'd have to be, yeah.
But of these, and then he's bought trailers now as well for some of these newer type. It's this bit here. I don't get the fascination, but they do look good. I say, and they're V8s. They're all V8.
Yep.
They're designed for hitting roos.
Right.
Crunch, bang, wallop. That's always the last one goes though.
It's always the one that's hard to get to.
Yeah.
I did the easy one first. I should have done that last.
You should have, like, amateur mechanic. So when will you realistically be able to get this turbo looked at Monday morning?
Yeah.
Someone run it up to Melbourne, or?
Yeah.
And that's another 2 hours from the yard.
Yeah. Not quite.
You just go for bad manners and ignorance.
I'm trying to avoid that. But we might have to.
She's getting technical now, hey? Getting very, very technical now.
Oh, they get bigger.
Observe, adapt, and overcome. There's no bench on this shed with extra tools, but what's in the ute or nothing. Ruth, if your turbo ever fails, don't get Tommy D out. That's all I'm saying. Hey, he's a rash man. He cuts his way in, welds his way back out. I think she's fitting now, boy. Ah, that's good.
Have to label that one now.
It's good to be good. That's only one though. I do believe there's 4. Anywhere are you getting this turbo off?
Shortly. I suppose.
My hands. Good. Everybody wants to be here. Where's your
Go.
Oh, that's alright, my bad. Hold on. Simba! Now, if anyone would like a demonstration what a frigged turbo looks like up close, I reckon that'll go again. Well, she definitely done a bit of damage just before she gets stopped, alright, didn't she? Now what could have went wrong there from a point of view of if I hadn't got stopped in time, or?
Well, all that. Nuts, bolts, everything can then work its way into the engine. Fragments of steel and everything can go through the engine, and it's just not nice. I'll get some rags to put in the holes and
just not having enough of available parts obviously meant, you know, 2-3 days downtime. That's ultimately what it's worked into. But look, there was not that much downtime, because when we were last here there was a big Bergman on the back of her. And all that remains. So someone has helped themselves to a Bergman. Hopefully it's one of your guys, Tommy. Or else this is the beginning of GRASSMEN Crime Watch. Don't touch it, look for fingerprints. It's got Derek's fingerprints all over it. The only reason you don't like John Deere's, Tommy, is because you never have to look at them.
What do you mean I don't have to look at them?
They never break down.
The John Deere's?
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
No, they don't. You think you would have drove a bit quicker and had daylight to do this job?
I drove as quick as I could. Believe me.
And he beeps. So that's how you light her up. Put your lights off, Ruth. On. Woohoo! Hey, if you've done 22,000 hours and all you owed was a gearbox retune on a turbo, you've done alright, Tommy.
Yeah, and the gearbox that we got for it was actually out of Sam's original 824 that we just got it out and give it a birthday and put it into this. So it was fairly cheap as well.
Every so often you boys would just, if something happens one or whatever, you just because you have so many and it's so remote, you retire them for parts.
Only really the one.
Only the one.
The original one, it did a motor, an engine, 17,000 hours I think it had on it, and never done a trans. It was a little bit shabby, and at the time we stripped it for parts.
The original transmission did 19
and a half.
The other one had done 17,000 hours.
Yep.
And its transmission was okay.
Yeah.
It's now 22,000 hours in this, 3,000 hours. Ha! Oh, big girl, your gearbox is coming soon.
We freshened it.
That would be cool to see how long that keeps going. I can't do much, but I can hold a torch. My daddy taught me well. My daddy. Now this is the real life. This is frustrating stuff. You're just trying to get moving on. You've got your old girl 22,000 hours. Tommy's flat is just one bloomin', you know what I mean, broken bolt. WD-40 didn't do its job. And what he's trying to do is essentially check that everything is right. Just check everything is okay when the intercooler and all. So it just didn't come out. He could have just come out, banged on the turbo, job would have been done, tractor started up and took the risk. He wants to do it right, and sometimes you have to pay the price in time and effort when you try to do it right. I mean, see, I would have lost it 3 times over by now. That would have been a bigger pry bar every time. And then there'd have been a bang. And then it would have been 2,700 for turbo and whatever an intercooler costs. Probably. Yeah, beauty. That's a beauty. Oh, look, this wee bit doesn't wiggle. It is a thing of beauty though, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Turbocharger just, oh. Turbos have a lot to answer for. Boy, I could have made that handy for you.
That's okay.
Well, sure. Why start now? We oil change when you're at it.
Yeah.
I just give her a wee service there in the middle of the field, sure too. Is that just to check for any potential?
Just filings and metal from
Debris
the turbo
and
going down the return.
So just filter off, new filter on, dump the oil, just oil change now, and old filter off, check for filings, 10 o'clock at night, pitch black, getting it done. Tractor needs to get running.
Can we give her a crack? Yeah, probably. The isolator was off, so.
Quick on that escape button.
Well, she is fired. We're just waiting for bits to spit out at us. What are you checking for now? Just leaks or anything. Tommy D has her sorted in the field. Just took a bit of time. The biggest challenge was sourcing a turbo for the job. Funny that, isn't it? And like, he knows he has to get it as close to right as possible because this tractor might not be home. Literally might not be back in the yard for months. So like, they need to try make sure it's done right. She's going off to work again. I would imagine she'll be straight back on the big dung spreader tomorrow and back out at it again. You trying to give her more power? You trying to give her more power? Is that an Australian tradition? Give a turbo a wee kiss there? Just to, to wish her well. I think we're happy. Are we claiming success?
Yep.
Yep.
She's back for another 20,000.
No, we established the gearbox is only going to last about another 1,000.
Hey.
Woohoo! Get out of your way. What a joyous moment, boys. Happy?
Yep, she's back. She's going. So
Big job. Not a big job, but
not too bad.
when it's, look, I'm pointing the camera up, when it's dark like that there,
Yeah.
it's not easy. But I was just saying, like, this tractor might not be home for... So this tractor might not be home for what? Like, just a rough
Who knows?
idea. Who knows?
I'd say this tractor probably could be home twice a year. In the
So-
workshop, like home twice a year.
But like, it would be better done in the workshop.
Definitely.
If you could.
Yeah.
But that's the reality for you guys. It's not all just driving every day, sunshine. Like, you've had to come out, fit this turbo. First you had to find a turbo,
Yep.
get the turbo in, then fit the turbo, check the undercolour, give it an oil change, middle of the field. But it was no hassle to you, and it was no hassle to you. Apart from us being on top
Yeah.
of you, like, mate, you know.
Oh, it's just part of it. Field service, and you can't always be in the shed. The work doesn't get done in
And
machines in the shed. So.
And I notice in there, in the back here, you have a gearbox for a muck spreader.
Yeah.
So obviously that's a job for tomorrow.
Yeah, gearbox, some wear plates there, and a few other bits and pieces for the boys with the dung spreaders.
So you're not even getting home tonight. You're going to have to stay up here, come back and do a bit more. But you've now got this tractor up and running again.
Yep.
Wow.
So,
Would you rather be on the field or in the shed? Your
in the
shed.
field.
On the field. You like this?
yeah.
Oh, good man.
Yeah.
Right, Tommy D, we'll see you soon. Good man. Cheers,
Too
boy.
easy.